Hello everyone, and welcome to another classic guitar video. I know it's been a while. I've had some personal things come up in my life, and I couldn't stream, and I'll leave it at that. But at last video, we were working on this Epiphone Hummingbird Artist AF Acoustic guitar, and I needed to find in my part stock some vintage style Gibson or Epiphone tuners. I found some, but they were more expensive and worth a little bit more than I wanted to put on this guitar because it's not exactly a high-end guitar, so I didn't want to put, $200 tuners on a $150 guitar. Wasn't going to do that. So I ordered some Epiphone vintage style green tulip tuners. So we're going to go ahead and unbox those. And I have some other unboxings slash unpackagings to do. So we will go ahead henceforth and do that. I still have a lot of packages coming. I've been ordering parts for consistently. I won't say daily, but like every second or third day of this past month, ordering parts, and I have knock on the door from the UPS guy or the Amazon guy almost daily. So there is that. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start with opening packages because since they don't say what's on the outside of these packages most generally, I don't know what's in them, so it will be a surprise. So let's get started. Also, today's show is brought to you by Guitar Center of Glendora. Check them out. They're really great people. I worked at that store back in the early 1990s. Those really cool people. Check them out. So here we go. And here it is. And there we have it. And there it is. And there we have it. So, what do I have here in front of me? I have the 4th of July, the famous 4th of July sale, Guitar Center. Little catalog I got in the mail yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So pretty darn cool. No, I got it the 27th. That's when I got it in actuality. So it's been sitting here a few days. And then the most current Harbor Freight flyer. So that's something we might take a gander at after. I don't know yet. What'll I open first? Let's see. Well, let's start with smallest first, I guess. I have no idea what that is. Let's see what it says on the package. If anything, and it doesn't say anything. It just says 1 unit. And it just doesn't readily say. Oh, I need some scissors. So I will go get some scissors. And I will be back forthwith. Hold on.
I can safely say that to know him was to love him, and to love him was to know him. Those who knew him.
Okay, we're back in a flash. I will say another reason I haven't been online is because my back has been exceedingly bad with the weather change from winter-ish weather to summer-ish or summer weather. As you guys know, really cold gets to me, and also really hot gets to me. So it's one way or the other. Hi Karen, if you're still there. Hello. Had to go get some scissors to open up my unpackaging. And I just to reiterate real quickly, if you're still there, the packages say not what they are. It just gives like a unit number and stuff like that. I can kind of get the gist of what I think it is just by feeling them. And of course you can't hold it up to the light because you can't really see it, but at any rate, we will open this sucker up and see what we got. Set that to the side for trash. I'm going to put this box on the ground because yeah, it's just, it's been really bad. Extreme cold or extreme hot. And here in California, we pretty much only have 2 seasons, hot or cold. And the cold isn't very cold, but the hot's very hot. And I'm sure you know probably the other reason why I haven't been streaming. You can take a wild guess. If you don't know, you've probably heard why. And I'll leave it at that. At any rate, here we have, and I always check the package to make sure there's nothing else in it, because there might be a little loose screw or a little loose something, or sometimes companies will accidentally put 2 or 3 of an order in. Yeah, you got it, Karen. And I'll call them up or email them and say, you know, you accidentally sent me 2 and I ordered 1, and more times than not they just say keep it because it costs more time and effort and money to ship it back and to restock it and all that. So at any rate, but what these are string guitar headstock string guides, and I ordered some extras of these, and the strings go underneath and kind of put a little tension on the strings at the headstock. And I have a Peavey Strat about 2 feet away from me that's missing the string retainer. So I ordered these on Amazon, which is a good source for guitar parts. Who'd have thunk? And these were like $3.77, and they're black anodized and pretty darn spiffy. So there we have those. Pretty darn cool. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Well. Let's see. Where am I going to set these? I need to set these somewhere because we'll set them down here. And I always open packages in accordance to the size of package. Because if you look at this great big package, and packaging companies and shipping companies really need to rethink their packaging. Because you look at this package and you would think there's a freaking car jack in here or something. But here's the actual size of the actual package that's in the package. It's kind of semi-triangular shaped. So that's really a waste. I mean, they could have put it in a much smaller shipping slip. But at any rate, I digress. So we will open this. It does not say what it is. I think by feel and weight, these might be the tuners that I ordered for this Epiphone Hummingbird Artist AF acoustic guitar. So we will find out in about 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, as my dad used to say. And yeah, look, it's a package in a package, so that makes a lot of sense. Just popping in for a while, showing support plus interesting since I love music. Yes. So yeah, package in a package. And this might be like one of those Russian dolls where you just open it and it's a package in a box that's in turn in a box and then in another package. So, I don't know, we'll see. I think it's the tuners. I'm kind of getting that vibe. Ooh, man. Ooh, the sticky they put on these Amazon packages. I don't know if you've ever opened up an Amazon package, but that sticky they use is just, it's like pine tree sap. It's craziness. Yep, these are the tuners. Yep. And these are genuine Gibson, made in the USA, vintage style, green tulip tuners. So I paid $80 for these, and normally these, like if you were to go to Guitar Center, these are like $120, $130. So this is an expensive guitar, but it's an upgrade for them because one of the tuners was wheel. Excuse me. One of the tuners, the gear inside kept skipping, so I couldn't tune the low E. So here's the tuners, and it's got the ferrules that also go in the headstock, and the screws. So now I can finish this guitar, and I'll keep these other 5 good tuners, and I'll put those in my part stock, and eventually use those 5 good ones for another guitar. Simple as that. So at any rate, I can finish that guitar tonight. Okay, next. Moving along. Here's another prime example of huge amount of waste of packaging. You would think I have an engine block or something in this package. Here's the actual size of the part that's in the package. That's it. About 2-inch square. Isn't that nice? Isn't that special? Anyway. So, I'm not really sure what's in this one, so I'm going to have to kind of guess. I kind of think I know. Oh, merciful. Yep. This is the one I got yesterday. It's a locking headstock. A locking tuner. No, I take it back. It's a lock nut for what's called a Floyd Rose type tremolo system for like rockstar type guitars, shredding guitars. This is for a customer. I dropped off a Fender, a really rare Fender Explorer electric guitar, and it was missing the actual locking nuts and the Allen screws, but had the base. So I had to order one for that project. So I can now start on that customer's guitar because he dropped that off last Saturday, and it's been sitting waiting for parts. At any rate, next. This one's really freaking heavy. This is my last package. Yeah, more waste. Here's the actual size of the package. Yeah, what can you do? You can't complain about it, so if you're still there, thank you for watching. I appreciate wholeheartedly. Bitchin'. Hardcore bitchin'. Bass strings. 4-string bass, electric bass strings. I have 4 bass projects sitting in the room here with me that I need to finish. Basses that I put together and built myself from parts. I didn't actually build the wood and build the bodies and build the necks, but they're what's called parts guitars, or parts casters, where you take parts of other guitars to make one good guitar. Anyway, I need strings. Ordered strings. 4 sets of strings. 4? Did they send me 4? Yep. I was kind of hoping they were going to send me an extra one by mistake, but they didn't, so what can you do? Check the package. Empty. I'll put these back, and now I can do my bass projects in the coming weeks. I counted, if you're still there, I counted all my projects, my guitar projects I have for the summer, and it's almost 50 guitar projects. Stuff like this that need a little something to finish. I got 3 acoustics, I got basses, I got electrics, I got strats, I got Les Pauls, just kind of a myriad of everything. So, that being said, last package. Well, these are guitars that I'm going to put up for sale. I own them, they're my guitars. But they're guitars that have been sitting around that need parts. And, you know, I don't sell incomplete guitars. But they're guitars that I bought for $20 here, $50 there, $75 there. And once complete, I can get, you know, $200, $300, $400 each for them. So there's no sense in just having these sit around collecting dust. I do sell guitars to make and earn a living. One of the things I do is, you know, so hence why I ordered about $3,000 in parts over the past month to 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and I'm getting parts delivered almost daily to my door. So, voila. no idea what this is. Great big huge box for a little tiny package inside. Yeah, I think I know what this is. Anyway, so we have a bag. It has a little velvet pouch, and I'm 99.99999999999% sure I know what this is. And it's kind of a guitar kit I ordered. It's got strings in it, it's got a tuner in it, it's got a capo in it, it's got a little bit of everything in it. Not that I need those things, I tune by ear. But these things are only like $9 on sale with free shipping. So the reason I buy them is because they come with Ernie Ball strings. And you buy one package of Ernie Ball strings and they're like $7 to $9. So if I buy this, I get everything. I get a string winder with an acoustic bridge pin puller, string cutter, little electric tuner, capo. I'm sure you know what a capo is. That's capo. Somebody told me it looks like something else. It said it looks like a specula. I'm sure you know what a specula is. So they said, well, why do you have a specula? So like, no, it's a guitar capo. So it's like, okay. Yes, it's a guitar specula. Spread the. At any rate. And then we have some black and white bridge pins, some nuts, bridge in there. I have some guitar picks, pick holder, some picks, and then the pièce de résistance, the sets, which I will be able to string 6 acoustic guitars with these Ernie Ball strings. So that's what's in there for like $9. So yes, yes, the guitar specula. Oh man. So anyway. Oh, another reason why I haven't streamed is because I've been doing a lot of conventions. I did CES, I did Alien Con, I did E3. So I do a lot of conventions and stuff that take me, the first 6 months of the year. So that's another reason. And but yeah, here's what we have on this. I'm still waiting for one part to do this customer's guitar that has a Floyd Rose. I need the tremolo arm. So I'm waiting, bated breath for that to come. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or by the 7th or so, and then I can do that customer's guitar. And yeah, I think maybe you saw on my Twitter. You're on my Twitter. I think you're on my Twitter. Yeah, you're on my Twitter. Harpsichord that I just bought. Really cool harpsichord. Beautiful piece. Just stunning, beautiful piece. Let's see. Did I put that? No, these are empty. That one's empty. Yeah, really cool harpsichord. And I bought it for a song. No pun intended. I bought it for a song. So really cool. The people were moving and needed it gone like immediately, if not sooner. So I went with my truck and went and picked it up, and only paid a few $100s for it. So yeah, we'll put specula away, guitar specula. Yeah, I bought it for a song. So, in a nutshell, that's what I've been doing the past month, really, more or less. I did do live streams from E3 and CES and the Alien Con, but I did not stream them on YouTube because, if you remember, my main platform is not YouTube, it's Ustream. So I did my streams there. So yeah, put that away. Yeah, it's kind of semi creepy, isn't it? It's like, what the what? Okay. Anyway, that being said, this one I have to. Oh, duh. Yeah, I have to. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're down here. The tuners. So I gotta replace these tuners, and I will do that forthwith. And you're more than happy to stay and watch if you so desire, but only if you so desire. But yeah, it's a cool guitar. I only paid $75 for it. But I should be able to, with these tuners on it, I should be able to get about $250 for this guitar, because it's pretty cool. It's it's got the tortoiseshell pick guard, and it's got the mother of pearl and abalone inlaid hummingbird and honeysuckle and butterflies and all that good stuff. So yeah. So there's that. Does that sound great? Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece. So people like it when I do that, and I go. They're like, what the hell are you doing? So take the strings off. And these strings are new, so I don't need to put new strings on it. Oh man, my back's killing me already, and I'm only 23 minutes into the stream. My back will be destroyed by the end of the stream. There's so many projects to do. Okay. This is probably going to be the only one I'm going to do tonight, but I've got like 3 other acoustics to finish, and one is a vintage 1972 Sigma, Martin Sigma. So I need to finish that. I got a 1968 Aria I need to finish. So I got quite a few projects for the summer. Oh, if I ever built a guitar, and when you were finished you weren't happy with the sound? Yes and no, because if there's, like with an electric guitar, say, if it's something to do with sound, more likely than not it's the pickups, the electric pickups that are in it, and you can adjust and or change out those pickups. So, I'm a full luthier, professional luthier of 35 plus years. I've worked for companies like BC Rich, Ibanez, Jackson, Charvel, Fender. So I've literally built guitars from scratch with blocks of wood, and started fresh. I've cut and shaped and polished frets. I've cut and built and shaped bridges, all kinds of stuff like that. Made my own pick guards, my own nuts, stuff like that. So yeah, been definitely hard on my back, that's for sure. That is an understatement, for sure. Okay. But yeah, I've built lots of guitars. If you've ever seen the Slash guitar, you know who Slash is, famous guitarist, Slash. That green BC Rich bitch that he plays, I had a hand in building that guitar for him. I didn't build the whole thing, but I had a hand in building it. You can Google that or look that up. Just slash and then put Green BC Rich, and that his guitar will come up. Yeah. So yeah, I had a hand in building that guitar many moons ago, back in the 90s. The 1990s, way back in the olden days, as it were, if you will, so to speak. I'll move the camera for you so you can kind of get a gander at what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's the back of the headstock. And the back just says Epiphone 2014, which is when it was made. And it's just, you know, got their little logo on the back, insignia on the back. So, what did I do with the screws? Oh, they're there. I'm going to use the same screws. Even though the new package comes with new screws, I'm going to use the old ones. And we'll have this guitar singing in about, hopefully within an hour. I do have to replace the high E string because when I detuned it, the string popped. So I'm going to have to replace the high E, but that's why I have some guitar strings sitting over here. Other than that, it's summertime. It's been relatively cool here. We had 2 days a few weeks ago where it was 101. But it's generally been in the 80s here. By this time I would be running my air conditioner almost daily. I've only turned it on once since like April. So we've been really lucky with weather this year. Up over here. Come on out. Did you meet him? Oh, Slash? Oh, yeah. I've met Slash. I've met Eddie Van Halen. I met Red Beach, the Raskins, Alice Cooper, Ted Nugent, Kiss, the Ramones. Yeah, I've met a lot of people. Menudo. I met Menudo. Remember the Mexican rock group Menudo? Yeah, just James Kotak from the Scorpions. Yeah, I could sit here for hours and rattle off people I've either met and or have done guitar work for. So I've been really lucky that way. These just pop right out, see? And we'll save these for another guitar that's missing or needs a single tuner. And there you have it. Alice Cooper. Yeah, Alice Cooper. He's a trip, man. I met him when I was on the 2014 Motley Crue final tour. I was touring with a rock group called the Raskins. You can look them up. They're called the Raskins. And I was their backup guitarist and guitar tech. And we were like an opening act for Motley Crue, Alice Cooper, Ted Nugent, and all them. So that was pretty spectacular. So I toured all over the U.S. with those folks. That was pretty badass. I hang out with, yeah. Let's see, who recently have I had to the house here in, say, past weeks or months? Probably my friend James Kotak. He's a drummer of the Scorpions and some other groups. So I had him here a while back. Ooh, these are nice. They're all individually packaged. I should go wash my hands because I'm about to touch these, and I don't want to get them all. I don't want to get them all schwitzed. I don't want to get them all schwitzed with my schwitzing, my schwitzy hands. But here they are in all their glory and merriment. Gibson, genuine Gibson. You can see where it says Gibson there. Green tulip, tulip being the shape here of the tuner head, and green being green tulip. Tuners, some people call them machine heads, and they just go right in like that. Oops, you have to put them in the right way though, because they do have a right and a left. You can't just put any old one in a spot because they're offset. You see, the tuner isn't in the center, so you can't just put them anywhere. You know, yeah, put it like that. Why not? They have to go in a side. They each have a left and a right side. I'll put it that way. So there is that. So there we go. You hear my Star Trek playing in the background there. I'm a huge Trekkie. And Star Trek Day is coming up. So I'm going to celebrate Star Trek Day just like I celebrate Star Wars days. Coming up soon. September 20... August 28th? September 28th? Yeah. Another one? Boom, baby. Look at that. That is badass. That is some badassery. Hardcore bitchin' badass. Yeah. So anything Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate related, I'm there. I watch. I buy. I have a huge Star Wars collection. In fact, I have the largest Star Wars collection and Star Trek collection and Stargate collection on the entire West Coast. And some people believe from here to the Midwest. So. I don't know if you've ever seen or heard of a TV show called Toy Hunter. I was on that TV show. A cable TV show about toy hunting. There we go, all our tuners. I think I'm going to go wash my hands real quick, and then I will screw these bad boys on, string this guitar up, and I got to repolish the top of it because it's been sitting a month, so we got a little bit of light dust on the top of it. So I will be back forthwith. If you're gone by the time I come back, I appreciate you coming. But I will be back in about 30 seconds. I'm coming. I'm back. If you're still there. If you're not still there, I'm fine with that. Excuse me. But I do thank you for stopping by. You're a fascinating man for sure. Well, thank you. I wholeheartedly appreciate that. I really and actually do. Okay. Put the first screw back in the first hole. Very carefully without scratching the new tuners. And of course you hear my Star Trek music playing in the background. And you might ask, how come I don't get copyright stricken? Well, here's the answer. I'm not directly playing it on the stream. That makes a really big difference. Why one does not get copyright struck. It's off in the background. It's, kind of, Ooh, yeah, these are friggin' sweet. Yeah, okay. These are sweetness. Bernie Rico Jr. would be happy with me. Bernie Rico Jr. is the person that started BC Rich Guitars, which was the first company I worked for in LA. And then they moved to Fontana, making custom shop BC Rich guitars in the custom shop. That was my first guitar gig job out of high school, being a full custom shop luthier.
In my expert medical opinion, I'd say it's...
You wanted to take us soon, wanted to say goodbye, good night, fun hanging with you. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. You betcha. No problem. I will be here probably tomorrow night, finishing up that vintage acoustic that I spoke of earlier. Because for whatever reason over the years, I found acoustic guitars sell better in the summertime than in the wintertime. And I'll leave you with that, and you can answer me back why you think that is. You can answer me in Trisha's chat or something. Don't Google it. Think about it. Give me what you think is the answer. And I'll tell you if you're wrong, right, or indifferent. Yeah.
Did she go around dislocate his shoulder again? It's Garrett. Today at lunch, he seemed as though he was going to have some kind of seizure. He was having trouble breathing, and he appeared to be in a great deal of pain. And when I tried to get him to come to the infirmary, he had...
Yes, good night. Good night.
That's not it. It's that damn cut.
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If I don't see you.
But when it comes to his health, I don't know. Why can't you just tell me what's going on?
Come on.
You're taking it personally. I suppose I am. It's just that Garrett and I have been having lunch together once a week for more than a year now. You'd think he'd come to trust me, didn't you? Why should he? It's not like the two of you were really friends. Of course not. I suppose when it comes right down to it, I don't
Ooh,
trust
I'm missing two screws.
him.
Oh no, they're over there. Never mind. Never mind.
He doesn't want my help. That's his prerogative.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My back is hurting already.
So I take it we understand.
But I'll live.
How long have you been
I don't know how, but I'll live.
And in all that time, have I ever let you down? I have never done business with you.
need to get a toothpick because one of the holes, two of the holes are very loose. So I need to get a toothpick. I don't have any here. Get a toothpick. A toothpick. Maybe yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you Happy 4th of July. Darn it, I'm sorry. Well, if you're still there, Happy 4th of July.
Is there anything I can do for you? A little sorry and brandy to go? Or maybe a late night session?
Okay, I need to be right back and get a toothpick so I can jam them in the holes for the set screws, because the set screw holes in the wood are stripped. Woo!
How does that feel? Much better. I'll try not to yell at anyone I've moved for a while. I wasn't yelling, I was just expressing my feelings. Lovely. Chief, Commander? You wanted to see me? Ah, yes. I was hoping you could give me a hand. I've been trying to access the old Cardassian medical file, but I haven't been having much luck. I'm not surprised. The Cardassians in the General Assistance Suite before they pulled out. The medical files would have been deleted along with everything else. Is there any way to recover them? Maybe. These subroutines don't look anywhere near as bad as the engineering files do. I might be able to reconstruct the data by microscanning the purge trace. Well, how long will that take?
Oh, can't wait till tomorrow. I gotta sit a second.
I'm sorry.
Can't wait till tomorrow. It's because. Is it because of the weather? Yeah. I did a lot of physical work today too, so I helped a friend out real quick with his car because I'm a mechanic too. So I helped him out with his car for a bit. Okay, what you do is you take the toothpick, jam it in the hole. Well, you can do it two ways. You can do it with the tuner on or off. I'll take it off just for the sake of taking it off. And the holes are now bigger than the screw. So the only way to do that, or fix this, would be to fill it with a little bit of sawdust and glue or wood putty. Wait for it to dry, and then re-drill them. But here's a fix. Take your toothpick, you jam it in there pretty good. Boom. You break it off flush, and then you do the other end. Break it off flush. Well, you try and break it off flush. If you don't quite break it off flush, you can pull the piece out and cut the tip of it off with a pair of cutters. And put it back. Nope, a little bit more. Okay. Oh, my back. Take the remainder of my toothpick, and I can always use that on another project another time. Oh. Okay, put the tuner back. Grab my first screw again and put it back. Now we have more or less of a fresh hole for the meat to grab onto, if you will. You want to screw very slowly and very straight with a little bit of downward pressure. Use two hands, because if you just go willy-nilly like this, you're going to screw it up. Yeah. And then you don't cinch down on it yet. You wait until you get those screws in. And you can cinch. These don't need to be impacted down anyway. They're only set screws. So they only need to be in moderately hand tight, you know. You don't need to go ape shit with tightening them. Oh, I said a bad word. Okay, there you have it. They're all in and ready to go. Aren't they pretty? Is it because of the weather? Oh, wait a minute. You were trying to answer my question? I'm sorry. I forgot. Oh, duh. The question, yeah. Why are more... Well, you're kind of half right. Continue. Continue thinking about it. Continue thinking about it. I'll flip this over carefully. Re-polish this a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. Not the headstock, you know. Oh, beautiful. I guess you left already. Okay. Well, you'll tell me tomorrow. Oh. It's a little warm up in here. 80 degrees on the dot. Not quite air conditioning time. If it were like 85, 6, 7 in here, I'd be like, yeah, I want to have the air conditioner on. And every room in my house, and I have a really big house with a lot of bedrooms, not to boast, but I have central air, but I also have air conditioning in units in most of the other rooms too. So that way I don't have a $800 electric bill in the summer. Yeah, okay. Strings. Beautiful strings. What was I... Okay, yeah, never mind. Oh, it's over here. Never mind. Boop. Boop. Come on. Oh, we got tonnage. Okay. Oh man.
I hope you don't have one of these little bugs hidden in my coat.
Already dry lubed and grooved the nut, so that's already something I don't need to do. July. going on the 4th of July? Yeah, the string is not gonna do it. Holy matrimony. Oh. I am beat like a dog today. Shoot, I'm gonna have to pull all this stuff again. Gotta pull Specky out again. Sorry. No, I don't. Thought I might have to. Oh, son of a mother. Oh. Well, we gotta put an E string on it because I have to. I don't have a choice. Trash. And we'll put our new string on. Oop, there we go. Old string out.
Did you get your free information kit in the mail? If not, please call this toll-free number now. In the last month alone, thousands have called about this plan with the rate lock guarantee through the Colonial Penn program. And here's why. This plan is affordable, with coverage options for just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in and can never go up. And your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See how much coverage you can get for just $9.
Oh, my backside. My backside, oh my backside. Oh my backside, oh my backside. Hoo 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 hoo. Oh.
surprise. I'm sorry, I must have missed the door chime. What the hell do you think you're doing? Trip to scenery? How much of this did you take? A mere 30 cc's. Nearly enough, I'm afraid. 30 cc's would have net supplies in our growing mouth. We Cardassians must be made of sterner stuff. Listen to me here. Just about enough of your nonsense. Now you're coming back. Oh, don't think so. But believe me when I tell you, there's nothing for me. I thought I was supposed to be a spy. It's not coming. How do you know? Really?
Oh my goodness. Back is hurting. Whoa, fireworks outside already. Tomorrow's 4th of July, people. Not today. Don't blow your wad early, for corn's sake. Come on, man. Oh, move the camera view back because I need to be able to see things. Now, take a hammer and ever so lightly tap. Just, you know, ever so lightly. That tuning pin in. The tuning pin in. Take that off. And we can start tuning this bitch. We can start tuning this bitch. God, my back is killing me, I'll tell you that right now.
and whatever withdrawal symptoms or side effects you may experience. I promise I'll help you through them. I need to know where that triggering device is.
Not too shabby. Fine tune now. There we have it. Fine-tuned, intonated, polished. Well, I'm going to polish the top of it off a little second time here. But other than that, it's polished. I'm going to polish just the top a little because it's been sitting a while. And then I'll put these away. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh. Oh. There we have it, folks. To reiterate, this is a 2014 Epiphone Hummingbird Artist FC Sunburst color acoustic. This is not acoustic electric. You don't see any electronics on the side. It is just a straight acoustic. I kind of wish it was an acoustic electric. It'd be worth a little more money. But not bad for a guitar I paid $75 for. And then it had the one bad tuner. So it's got a brand new set of $80 genuine Gibson vintage style green tulip tuners. And it's ready for sale. I think I'm going to put $240 on it. I think is what I'm going to put on it, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check my posting. It's been a while since I looked at it. But it will be up on Craigslist tomorrow, Facebook Marketplace, secondhandaxe.com, classifiedads.com, also my personal website, Klasic Guitar, Klasic guitar.com. So yeah, here it is in all its glory. Pretty cool piece. I like it. Oh. Other than that, let me take. Oh, I can't take the light because there's no batteries in it. Dang it. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna take a rag to it because it's kind of been sitting here on the stand here, on the table here rather, for about a month. It'll be a month on the 4th. I had to stop working on guitars for a little while because I was doing a lot of conventions and for a couple of personal reasons. But now summer's here. I've got about 40 to 50 project guitars, some of which being this acoustic, and then tomorrow night I've got another acoustic I'm going to finish, which is a vintage 70s Martin Sigma, the one that has the bad bridge pins in it. So I got some new bridge pins, and we'll finish stringing that up, and I should get that done probably in about an hour. I won't do it tonight, I don't think, unless I get a wild hair. I might get a wild hair at the end of this video and say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. These are the old tuners, which are still good. I will use them on other guitar projects that I need one tuner of this exact same kind of deluxe Epiphone tuner. So I'm not going to throw these away or discard them or anything. Perish the thought. I will put them back in their respective bags that I got the new ones in, and just use them when I need them. You know, simple as that. That's two. So I'm really glad I got these tuners. I was so excited when I ordered these tuners. I don't know why. I mean, I had other tuners, but they weren't vintage style Epiphone tuners, and they were really expensive. You know, machine tuners that were like $200. So I'm not going to put $200 on a guitar that is only worth a couple $100 to begin with, or so, give or take. It just kind of doesn't make sense, because somebody buying this guitar is not going to probably care too much if it's got really, really, really expensive tuners on it, because they're going to look at it and go, it's a $200, $250 guitar. You know. So, so there is that aspect of it. I opened up all my packages, so that's good. Opened them all up. I don't need to worry about those. I have other ooh, my neck, my back. I have other parts coming still for a customer guitar. So I'm just waiting for the a Floyd Rose tremolo arm. It's for an older style string through type Floyd Rose, and kind of waiting for the tremolo arm to be delivered, I think on the 7th, and then I can start on it on that customer's guitar. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on that guitar. I think I quoted him $140 for all the work I was going to do, plus, which included a professional setup, plus parts. So I think he'll be happy with the guitar when it's done. So I should be able to do that guitar probably, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, like Sunday night or something. Maybe, possibly, I think, probably. Yeah. What is this? I forget what this is. What is this? Oh, never mind. I know what that is. I know what it is now. Okay, so we got old tuner. Put to the side. I got some new the ferrules I didn't use, or the screws, but I will. At some point, I'll put these in my parts container here, and I mean, I'm not going to throw this tuner away, because I can bend the tabs back, and I can see if the gear for this is broke or the gear for this is broke, and then I can replace the shaft or the tuning key. and I can actually save this tuner and reuse it at some point. But I didn't feel like doing all that work. It was kind of a lot of work. I just wanted new tuners because I really wanted to finish this guitar like a month ago, but things arose and I couldn't readily do that. So that being said, oops. Great artist. Mistake there in the title. So here it is. Let's see if it's staying in tune. Sorry, it's a little. I'm kind of playing it weird. So. And then I have these screws. What were these screws for? Oh, I know what I use these for. I use these for pickups. Yeah, those were the pickup screws. Here's my locking nut for the customer's guitar. This bag is really freaking sticky. And I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to use it for trash. That's what I will do. Use it for trashola. I'm going to throw it away immediately, if not sooner. It's got that sticky stuff all over it. And you can wash your hands like 10 times and then it's still on. It's like, man. Okay, so these I know what those are. These I can look in my 4th of July book and I'll be right back.
Samples taken from the patient in the past 39 hours. Display them by chemical composition. Isolate and display sample number 17. Bring up sample 23. Sample 27. Sample 32. Sample 35. Sample 40. Stop. Bring back sample 35. Superimpose the molecular structure of this leukocyte with an analogous sample taken from yesterday. That's it. The molecular structure of Garrick's leukocytes has been altered. That must be what's causing the accumulation of toxin in his system.
No, I don't. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was talking to somebody and I needed to reiterate something. Okay, so we're gonna bust open the Guitar Center July booklet. Let's have a gander in it and see what it's got. Sale. Save up to 30%. Well, that's not a screaming deal, but it's a deal, I guess. Better than a sharp stick in the eye, I guess. That looks like a Jackson on the front, Jackson Rhodes. Yeah, come on. 3 Days of Peace, Music, and Love, Woodstock, 69 to 2019. Guitar. Martin DX Woodstock 50th Anniversary Dreadnought Acoustic Electric for $600. I like it, I want one. I like it, I want one. $600, I should be able to find a good used one that's like only been strummed on like twice for like $200. Yeah, something like that anyway. Well, the Jackson on the cover is only $220. That looked like a $300, $400, $500 guitar. Wow. $120. That's pretty good.
I altered records.
Gretsch Streamliner center block. Yeah, those are cool. I've got quite a few of those on sale for $450. Epiphone Limited Edition for $550. Les Paul Tradition Pro 3 Plus. And we've got Fender Limited Edition Player Stratocasters for $550. Some Yamaha acoustics, some Fender acoustics. Ooh, yeah, those are cool. I like those. The Fender Alternate Reality Meteora. Those are pretty cool. Ernie Ball pedals. Pedals. I'm gonna wipe that off on the sides. The guitar, just saw something I needed to wipe off again. Sound equipment, drums. Gretsch drum set for $550. It's actually a fairly good deal. Gretsch 5-piece drum set with hardware and Zygian cymbals in sparkle blue, looks like, for $550. Screaming deal. Screaming. Oh, the book is kind of thin. Kind of thin. Mitchell Acoustic Electrics. Yeah. Okay, well, there you have it. On the book. A good book. Or a good book, anyway. Okay, I was going to wipe off the sides because Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Nothing major. What else do I want to take a look at that I unpackaged? Okay, that's an empty shish kebab. What was in here? Son of a mother. What was in here? I guess it was that over there. Okay. The other part is still in here. Oh, I know what it was. Never mind. I can throw these slips away. Or maybe I'll keep them, because these make good padding for my body blank guitars. So I have body blanks. I put one down and then a body, and then another one down. You know, keeps the woods from scratching each other. Yeah, I won't throw those away. I'll actually utilize those in some form or fashion. But I do have my electric bass strings that I bought. Oh, nickel plated, round core, taper wound, super bass, Aegean bass strings. ESM, nickel alloy wound. And their gauges 40, 60, 75, and 95. I got 4 of those, 4 sets. I might have to order more because I got a bunch of bass projects, so it's, you know, I really need to quite a few of those. Where am I going to put these down? I guess I'll put it down there so I don't forget where they are.
you'd be coming. The military hates
And then I have another one of these.
very
I
brave.
can't remember where the fudge I put it.
Can I get you something?
Eh,
Shoot, perhaps. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
drink Tarkanian tea.
yeah, I think it's over there.
Most
Huh.
drinks are
Never mind. It's all good.
one Tarkanian tea. Extra sweet. And it lasts will come out. So,
There's fireworks outside already.
as the condition improved,
Save 'em, people. Don't blow 'em all up the day before. Tomorrow's 4th of July. Not today.
he really did have a reason to fear the
Come on
obscene
now.
order. Everyone has
Come
reason.
on now, people.
I don't understand it. Garrett told me you were retired.
Yeah, it's a nice,
Have been for years.
nice little acoustic. Somebody will enjoy this.
Tell me all kinds
I'm glad it's done. It's been a long time coming for this to be done.
I'll tell you anything you want to know about
Tomorrow would have been 1 month. It's been sitting here unfinished.
on the latest movement.
So I'm ecstatic
I think that would be necessary.
to get it done.
All the stars
I really and truly am. I gotta put this socket away.
I couldn't say.
This socket's been sitting here for like 2 minutes.
Tell me, Doctor.
There we go. Belong in its rightful socket holder.
That's right.
Whoa, man. Okay, these are other tuners. I got a lot. Oh, there's that box right there, right in front of me. Right in front of me. Okay, I just found it. What I was looking for.
Say what you will. And then
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
the information. Garrett dies. That's it. Well, we can't allow that, can we?
I was just about to tell you.
Is transferred to your station's computers.
Or you need to move
Thank
out.
you. No, don't thank me. I'm not
I don't think you're the only one
one.
that can ask.
He doesn't deserve a quick death.
Sacred.
On the contrary, I want him to live a long.
Oh, man.
I want him to grow old on this station, surrounded by people who hate him, knowing that he'll never.
Oh, mercy. I think I'll end this video right at 11.
From the heart, I assure you.
And that'll be just about an hour and a half. Take pictures of this tomorrow, and up for sale it will go tomorrow. I think it'll sell pretty good and fairly quick with those new Gibson tuners on there.
He said it was
Yeah.
Helium. Mind letting me on a joke? I can see that Garrett hasn't changed a bit. Never tell the truth when a lie will do. That man has a rare gift for obfuscation. Doctor, Helium is Garrett's first name. I run along home. And please, tell Garrett.
What could I do? I do have a guitar sitting out there that I need to do a refresh on. A friend of mine picked it up and played it today, and also it's a little dusty because I had it sitting out from about 2 weeks ago. A customer was looking at it, gonna come to look at it, and then he canceled, so I left the guitar out. And so now it's a little dusty and it's got some fingerprints on it. I could end this video and do a refresh on that real quick. Maybe I'll do that. Because I really want to put that guitar back in its case, because it's a parts caster that I built from scratch. Well, not from scratch, but it's a parts caster. I put it together and built it. So I need to do a refresh on it. So maybe I'll do that after this video. We'll see.
500 standard cards start at just $9.99 BC now.
Oy vey. This is a pretty cool guitar. I like the Hummingbirds. They're really popular right now for some reason. I see a lot of people have them up for sale. These also come in an acoustic electric version. And they also come in a ukulele, a 4-string, and I think a 6-string ukulele. I think. But I know they come in a 4-string. Somebody on Facebook Marketplace had a brand, or so he claimed, a brand spanking new one in the gig bag, brand spanking new, for I think $175, I think. I offered him $120 for it, and he's like, no. Because, I mean, his price was only within like $20 of just buying a brand new one. With tax included, everything. I even told the guy that, and he says, well, then you can go buy a new one for $20 more. And I was like, okay. But guess what? It's going to sit on Facebook Marketplace for a month. And I was right. It's still sitting on there. I saw it just about a month ago. And it's still sitting there. So he might call me back up and take my offer on it. I mean, I wouldn't make a whole lot of money on it. I'd buy it for $120. He'd bring it to me and deliver it. I'd give him $120 for it. I'd put it up for $140. So I'm gonna only make about $20 on it. Maybe $30 if I put a little bit higher price on it and stuck it out and waited 6 months to sell it. But there's a Gretsch on there that I really, really want. I think a lady owns it. She bought it brand new, strummed on it once. She said she didn't like it, but she didn't take it back to the store. She said it went past the 30 days to take it back. She wanted, I think, within about $50 of buying a one full retail. She wanted $500 for it. I think they're $550 new. I offered her $300 cash for it. And she's all like, no, I'm going to hold out for $500. And she's still sitting on it. So, more times than not, these people call me back and say, you know what, I'll take your offer. Because when a week starts to turn into a month and it still hasn't sold, and then a month and a half, and then 2 months, and then 3 months, and then here comes Christmas, and they still have it for sale. Big difference between me buying this for $85 and fixing it up and putting new strings and new tuners on it and polishing it and putting a full setup on it and asking $200 for it, $240 for it. Big difference. But at any rate, I digress. I digest.
And I do digest because I had a good dinner. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining me on this classic guitar video on this 2014 Epiphone Hummingbird Artist AF acoustic guitar. I did a full setup on it, full polish, polished the frets, fretboard, grooved and dry lubed the nut, put brand new Gibson vintage style green tulip tuners on it, new strings. The bridge was fine. The bridge pins were fine. I didn't need to change any of that. And it's a great guitar, great piece, and we're going to have that up for sale tomorrow. One of the first things I do tomorrow is going to be taking pictures of this in the beautiful 4th of July sunlight. And we'll have that up for sale. So thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time, and happy guitaring.